Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
BBC News World. October 7, 1911 America, New York, Africa's Week in Pictures, the 1st to the 7th of October 2021. A selection of the best photos from the African continent and beyond. BBC News World. October 7, 1908 America, New York, ants feeding off honeydew wins the Royal Society of Biology's photo prize. A picture taken by Viswanath Burjay captures the mutualistic relationship between the ants and the aphid. BBC News World. October 7, 1902 America, New York, fast fashion, the dumping ground for unwanted clothes. Countries in West Africa are said to be drowning under the weight of waste shipped to their shores.
October 7, 1857 America, New York, top Republicans' response to Trump's move stuns Jake Tapper. Jake Tapper discusses how Senator Chuck Grassley, REA, responded to a new Senate report that detailed the efforts former President Trump took to overturn the 2020 election.
BBC News World. October 7, 1853 America, New York, South China Sea, U.S. submarine in collision with unknown object. U.S. officials said it is unclear what the USS Connecticut collided with, causing injuries to 15.
October 7, 1852 America, New York, the week in 37 photos. A major oil spill off the coast of Southern California has shut down some beaches, damaged coastal habitats and threatened the health of animals and people who call the area home. October 7, 1832 America, New York, analysis, some good polling news for Trump. Among all important Iowa voters, former President Donald Trump notched his highest favorability rating ever, according to the latest Des Moines Register, Mediacom Iowa poll. October 7, 1827 America, New York, woman charged with stealing a laptop from Pelosi's office during U.S. Capitol riot. 9 months after the U.S. Capitol riot, a Pennsylvania woman has been formally charged with stealing and then selling or disposing of a laptop from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office. October 7, 1811 America, New York, Google will prevent climate change deniers from making money from ads. Google is cracking down on the ability of climate change deniers to make money off its platforms and to spread climate misinformation through advertisements.
BBC News World. October 7, 1803 America, New York, U.S. to China. We will stand up for our friends. Jake Sullivan, U.S. National Security Advisor, tells the BBC about his time with China's top diplomat.
October 7, 1757 America, New York, what's in the Senate Judiciary Committee's report on Trump? The Senate Judiciary Committee released a sweeping report detailing how President Donald Trump tried to overturn the 2020 presidential election. CNN's Jessica Schneider has more.
Time. October 7, 1755 America, New York, we're at its mercy. Small businesses that rely on Instagram are questioning their loyalty after global outage. Audrey Layton Rogers was relieved that she launched her fall collection last week, and not on Monday. Rogers, a Barcelona-based clothing designer and vintage curator, gets 95% of the traffic to her site from Instagram.
October 7, 1726 America, New York, takeaways from the Senate Judiciary Committee report on Trump's attempted coup. Democrats on the Senate Judiciary Committee released a sweeping report Thursday detailing what they say is evidence former President Donald Trump and a top lawyer in the Justice Department attempted to overturn the 2020 presidential election.
Mirror World News. October 7, 1726 America, New York, huge great white shark attacks film crew's boat before second beast joins assault. The film crew were bobbing along in a boat off Stewart Island in New Zealand when a great white attacked their boat and tried to drag them under the water.
October 7, 1719 America, New York, inside America's militias, from the KKK to the Oath Keepers. America's self-styled militias have roots dating back to the KKK's formation during Reconstruction. In the latest reality check with John Avlon, Extremist Beat, CNN's Sarah Sidner joins Avlon as they trace this history, from the Minutemen of the 1960s to the deadly Oklahoma City bombing to today's Oath Keepers.
New York Times World News. October 7, 1718 America, New York, Africans welcome new malaria vaccine. But is it a game changer? The arsenal of weapons to use against malaria, which kills hundreds of thousands of people annually, just grew bigger. A child receiving a malaria vaccination in Yala, in western Kenya on Thursday.
BBC News World. October 7, 1716 America, New York, Texas abortions resume after court ruling despite legal fears. Some clinics have reopened after the ban was lifted, others have stayed shut due to lawsuit fears.
October 7, 1712 America, New York, pair of national monuments to be expanded by Biden administration, Utah governor says. The Biden administration will expand the size of the Bears Ears and Grand Staircase Escalante national monuments, Utah Governor Spencer Cox said on Thursday.
New York Times World News. October 7, 1704 America, New York. Germany's coalition dating game starts to get serious. The Social Democrats and two other parties took the first step toward forming the first three-party coalition since the 1950s, but resolving their differences will be hard. Robert Habeck, left, and Annalena Baerbock, leaders of Germany's Green Party, and Christian Lindner, leader of the Free Democrats, last week after talks in Berlin.
October 7, 1703 America, New York, brick foundation of historic black church has been found, buried under a parking lot. The First Baptist Church in Williamsburg, Virginia, is as old as America, having been founded by free and enslaved blacks in 1776.
CNN.com World. October 7, 1657 America, New York, U.S. and Mexico will negotiate updated deal to fight drug trafficking and other threats. Senior U.S. officials meeting with their Mexican counterparts Friday will discuss ways to establish a new security agreement that updates the $3 billion Merida Initiative, a 2008 pact meant to fight drug trafficking and organized crime, State Department spokesman Ned Price said Thursday.
Time. October 7, 1651 America, New York, Ireland abandons 12.5% tax pledge as global deal races to finish. Ireland is ready to sign up to a proposed global agreement for a minimum tax on companies, a climb down that removes one hurdle to an unprecedented deal that would reshape the landscape for multinationals.
New York Times World News. October 7, 1648 America, New York. Biden to speak about vaccine mandates in Chicago. Speaking in Chicago, the president said that the only way for the United States to emerge from the pandemic would be for companies and other organizations to require the shots. President Biden at the White House on Wednesday.